Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I just got back from skiing literally yesterday. I thought it would be quite a nice idea to show you what I packed to go skiing. There's quite a lot of stuff to remember, and to be honest with you, I wanted to do the video after I came back because there are lots of things that I forgot, lots of things that I took that I wouldn't take again. So yeah, bear with me, there's a lot to get through, but I hope that it'll be really helpful. I'm gonna just start from over here. When you go skiing, I think it's super important to have an over-the-shoulder bag. I took two with me, so this is my little Jimmy Choo one. I bought it for £70 in a charity shop, pretty good. This is Paul Costello. Over the shoulder is so much better because as much as I would like to take a little handbag that goes over my arm, you need your hands when you're skiing. This is the first year that I've done this, and I'm really glad I did. I took my rucksack, it's Sweaty Betty. The reason why I love it is because when you're on the piste, I like to take all my bits and bobs. You all know I love my makeup, and after you've been skiing for like 6 hours, all your makeup's down your face, so I like to have it in the back. This one's particularly good because it's got this. It really doesn't go anywhere, so it's a bit loose at the moment because I've had it on over the top of my ski jacket. But a little pointer, whenever you get on a ski lift, you must take it off and put it on your lap, because if not, it can get caught in the chairlift and that would be absolutely terrible. This is a bit of a weird one, but got to be addressed. Knickers, I'm not going to show you my exact pants, but I think you should double up when you're skiing because you end up wearing your knickers in the day and then you go out in the evening. So I went for a week, so I think 14 pairs of pants. Sounds excessive, but I think it's quite handy. Also, I only tend to take sports bras. I love my sports bras. This is from Sweaty Betty, and this one, I don't know where this one's from. Oh, another Sweaty Betty one. But anyway, I've got the undies situation done. Unless you're staying in the most stonking chalet in the whole of the resort, most people don't have a gym in their chalet. So it was actually completely pointless me taking these. So I wouldn't recommend taking trainers because you can't wear them because they haven't got enough grip on them anyway. But I wish I'd have taken my resistance bands. You can do a quick workout in the chalet. They're all different strengths. And I just think it's quite nice to take them whenever you're traveling. Sunglasses. I always tend to take a really cheap pair. I bought these for €10 about a year ago. They're great, and they have got UV in them, 400 UV. And then at the airport, I always try and check whether there are any sales on in duty free. And I found on the way out to Geneva, I bought these. They're Celine. They're super nice. I mean, they were £120, which is quite, I know it's expensive, but for a pair of sunnies, I think it was quite good. But I'm kind of annoyed because I didn't actually look at them properly. They don't have Celine written on the side. Really stupid. But yeah, so definitely pack 2 pairs of sunnies. And if Apres gets a bit loose, it's fine if you lose the £10 ones, but not the Celine ones. Next, headwear. I bought this like 10 years ago. I love it. It looks super cute. It's really alpine-y. It's good to have one of those. I also collect little hats wherever I go skiing. So this is a nice little Verbier one. And this is a nice Sweaty Betty one. I tend to put my hair in pigtails and just wear them because the resorts, it depends on which resort you go to, but there's lots of season airs normally, and they all look really cool, so I wanted to kind of look a bit cool and have a little beanie on. This is one of the most important things. This is called a buff. So basically when it's really cold, you stick it over here, and it stops your face from getting frostbite. On the first day, I forgot to take my buffer up, and I was skiing, so only this bit was out with my helmet on here. And I was so cold I couldn't speak for 12 minutes because my face had gone numb. So anyway, get a buff, doesn't matter where it's from, just a cheap fleecy one will really do. Right, next up, you need good ski socks. Whoops. So these are from a place, I think you say Falk, and I really like them. When you're skiing, you want to double up layers because you think it will benefit your feet. Actually, that's completely the wrong thing to do. In your ski boots, you have to have 1 pair of socks, and they're actually quite thin, but you need to buy good quality ones. So yeah, these are Falk and these are Sweaty Betty. They're both amazing. And normally I take about 4 or 5 pairs and maybe recycle 1 or 2. For around the chalet, I have to have my comfies. I love these so much. They were from Primark. They were £2. Just a game changer for when you're just mooching around. These are my favourites, but they are quite expensive. They're from the White Company and they're cashmere, but they're a real treat. So maybe invest in 1 pair of those. They're really lovely to have. My comfies that I wear around the chalet, I normally take a couple of t-shirts. So this is from my friend Marissa's company, actually. It's called Rotten Roach, and the cotton is so soft. This is just a little Zara one. I think they're really nice to have, and if you're feeling a bit chilly, you can layer them when you go out in the evening. These are if I actually work out how much I've worn these, because they were expensive, but compared to like buying something cheap and wearing them a few times, I think it's kind of better. So they're cashmere ones from a brand called Charlie with an I. I literally lived in them all week. So I think it's really, really good to take those. Also, really important to take swimming cozy. This one's done me so well. It's from a brand called Solid and Striped. I actually wore it in the jungle for a month and it's still going. We were really lucky this year. We had a sauna and a hot tub in our chalet, which literally never happened. And I used it every day because you're so achy from skiing. But yeah, so I always forget to take it, but this year I didn't. Next up, shoes. So I have fallen victim lots of times when I'm skiing, packing loads of really chic shoes that I love and that I really want to wear. Don't do it. Maximum take 3 boots. Remember, you wear 1 on the plane and then you stick 2 in your suitcase. You need to really wear flat shoes with a lot of grip, because if not, you'll be slipping and sliding everywhere. There's black ice everywhere. It's just treacherous. I think what you've got to do is forward think with skiing. I made sure I picked these 3 because they all suited every single outfit that I packed. I mean, as much as you want to kind of go into town in your stilettos, you look a bit stupid and it's a bit naff to be doing that. So yeah, flat shoes always with loads of grip. I haven't done a full kind of bits and bobs beauty hair thing because skiing, I think you want to be quite natural. I did pack my curling tongs and I'm really annoyed that I did. I think the look when you go skiing is just chilled out. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend taking them. They're also really heavy and take up a bit of rim. These are a bit of a game changer. They're quite cheap. I think they're about £2-3 each, and they stop you from, because I get really, really cold when I'm up the mountain. So these are disposable. You stick them in your gloves and your boots. Bit of a game changer. I am looking into buying, and I'll link them below. They're reusable boot heaters. So they're electronic and Bluetooth, and you stick them in the sole of your boot and you charge up the battery pack every evening, but they're quite expensive. So I think they'd probably be for skiers that go a few times in the season. I have obviously had problems with my skin, but it's always been acne based. When I went skiing, I got really bad eczema here and here, which I've never ever had a problem with before. And I don't know whether it was because of the shock going from kind of milder weathers to really cold temperatures. Anyway, I went into the pharmacy and I bought this. It's called Cetraben. Super cheap. It was under £5 and it just cleared up the eczema. I had it all down here, the back of my arms. So this product, I think, is wonderful. I would highly recommend that. Obviously my deo for the BO, quite important when skiing. I wanted to also mention this. So whenever I've been skiing, I have a really long bath in the evening. And I really believe in aromatherapy. I think it's really, I don't know, it helps me with feeling stressed and anxious, even when I can't sleep. Certain oils really help me. So I packed this. It's from a brand called Aromatherapy Associates, and it is expensive, but I've had this for the last 6 months. I've used it so much. You only need a little drop, and it's got sandalwood in it, and it just made me feel really relaxed. So yeah, pack something like that. My usual Aquaphor Eucerin. It's just my hero product. I pack it in my backpack. My lips get really chapped when I'm up the mountain, so this is amazing. Classic, have to pack a Barocca just in case you have a few glasses of wine. The next day it perks you up. Also, I bought these about a month ago. They're Sony wireless headphones. Absolute game changer. They're noise cancelling, and I just think they're really, really handy for travelling. I'm really, really glad I bought those. I was worried I wasn't going to use them, but they're amazing. I normally only take 1 coat for skiing, just because if not, it ends up being really, really expensive. I would prefer to have 1 amazing coat, good quality, than the 3 kind of rinky-dink versions where you get really cold and wet. This is from a brand called Nevica. They actually gifted this to me. I've seen other people wearing Nevica a lot, and I'm a complete convert. I actually think this is quite chic as well, and it's super warm, even though it's not that thick. The temperatures were really low last week. At the top of the piste, it was -12, and this kept me really, really warm. So yeah, that's a really, really good jacket. So I like to have really tight-fitting salopettes. I don't know, I just think it's really nice to go from the piste to après, feeling quite cute. And when I have fitted ski wear, that's kind of what happens. These are from a brand called Jet Set. They were actually quite expensive and I got them last year, but I've worn them so much, and they fit really nicely. They give you a really nice silhouette. Oh my goodness, so this is so extra. I found this brand in Vogue actually, and I contacted them and I said, oh my God, I love your stuff so much, and they gifted me this. It is super cute. I uploaded a picture to my Instagram, and I was so shocked because I've never worn anything so thin that kept me so warm. So it brings you back to the quality over quantity thing. I am completely obsessed with thermals. When you go and rent your skis from wherever you do, ask around town, because people who live in the resort, they'll know how cold it is. because I've had years where it's been super, super warm and I've put on too many thermals and I've been too hot. Whereas this time skiing, it was really, really cold. So underneath a ski suit, or even my salopettes, I always wear my thermals. I love Sweaty Betty for thermals. I'm a bit of a Sweaty Betty girl because I think they really bridge the gap between good sportswear and it being trendy and fashionable. These have got little mountains on, which I think is mountains and snowflakes. And then I've also got these other pairs from Sweaty Betty. I've got 3 pairs. These are new season, actually. I really enjoyed wearing these. And sometimes at Apres, I will actually strip off all of my ski wear and just wear my thermals. I think it's quite a cute little look when you've got your little ski boots on. So next up, I discovered this really extra ski suit on Instagram. Normally ski suits like this are well over £1,000, which is just so out of my budget. But I found this brand called My Sunday Ski. They're £295, and I think it looks really expensive. One little pointer I would like to add, white is quite difficult when you wear foundation like me, but they also do it in lots of other colours. It's not the warmest thing I've ever worn, so definitely layer up underneath the ski suit. I like to take my own helmet and goggles. You can rent helmets from the ski shop. Lots of my friends do that. I think that's quite a personal thing, your helmet. And this is from a brand called Anon, quite a good price range. And when I'm travelling, I clip it on the back of my rucksack, so it gives me more room in my suitcase. I kind of like it. I think it's important to make sure that your helmet fits you really well, so go in and have a fitting. But yeah, if anyone skis without a helmet, it's really uncool. It's so unsafe. So yeah, if you ever see anyone, tell them they look really uncool without a helmet. But yeah, it's nice to have your own one, I think. It depends how much you ski, but definitely for me. Right, I'm gonna go on now to kind of clothes that I wear for Apres-ski. So sometimes I will go straight from the piste to Apres. Other times I'll go back to the chalet, get changed and head back out again. So if I do, I like to actually wear some kind of normal clothes. But I put the outfits together before I leave. So this is a really lovely chunky knit that I found from H&M. I put a little cami underneath. And then I paired it with this mango skirt that I found. So all together. And then I've got this really old pair of Jack Wills tights. And they've got a really nice kind of alpine texture to them. And then I'll pair them with one of the 3 boots that I've got. But I like to take photos of the outfit. So when I'm getting ready, I can just look on my phone and be like, that's a great idea. So yeah, that's one outfit. I think it's really good to take just a pair of leggings. I'm a real Jack Wills girl. It's been like a love affair for the past 12 years. I love Jack Wills. They're super comfy, super thick, and they just go really well with everything. I also found this. So I think when you're looking for stuff to wear in the mountains, think outside the box. I found this on Topshop. And I felt really cool in it, kind of mooching around town with a little beanie. I think it's super cute and it's so soft and so warm. And all of this, I put my ski jacket on top because it really is quite chilly. Another little outfit that I packed, I really liked wearing textured trousers. I think it just gives your outfit a bit of depth and it's kind of different to mooching around London in the winter. I found these they're from Miss Selfridge and they're so nice. I've made sure that they go with every single jumper that I've taken. Another little jumper that I packed with a little bit faux fur. Right, next up, basics. So I love Uniqlo. They're really, really good quality at a low price point. I just take one of these because it goes with everything and they're really handy. Where I ski, I normally go to Verbier. So in the evening, there's a couple of nightclubs that are actually quite nice. So you have to wear something that's not kind of your salopette. So I went to Bicester Village and I went to Missoni the week before I left. This was 80% off at Bicester Village. Little black leather skirt from Free People, thick classic tights from M&S. And I felt really nice in it in the club. You're not overdressed, but you look smart enough to be in quite a nice nightclub. I also love a slogan jumper. I'm really annoyed. I actually washed this yesterday and I've shrunk it. But it's a Bella Freud cashmere jumper. And it looked really, really cute with my little skirt. Slightly annoying, but I'm going to try and squeeze into it. So annoying. I also took this one. I just went on Depop and put in Fair Isle ski jumper. And it came up with so many. This was £4. And I quite like it that it's had a life before. I actually think it's quite cool to wear second-hand clothes. I wanted to mention, so you probably noticed that I haven't showed you any gloves. That's because Once again, I bought really, really cheap ski gloves and I battled through all week, and they're absolutely useless. I think you get what you pay for with gloves. So I've actually put them in the bin, and I've ordered a pair of Fusalp gloves, and they're actually mittens. And in my experience, mittens are a lot warmer because you've got all 4 fingers together and you sort of share the heat between your fingers. I'm going to link them below because they haven't arrived yet. So hopefully they'll be here before my next skiing trip. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. It's a bit slapdash, but I hope you picked up a few tips. And don't forget to subscribe.